Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today, Gemini, for a meditative session, you guys got number 42, Outer Spirit. You are never alone. The first thing I heard was let it blossom. And something interesting that I heard was, I kept seeing the koi fish, which is Aries. Aries got that this week. So I feel like, I don't know, some of you could be dealing with an Aries. Again, you don't necessarily know everybody's chart, but I feel like some of you guys might be dealing with an Aries. And then it said, let it blossom. I also got, there's always something in the way. And I got the song, It Feels Like I Only Go Backwards. It's by Tame Impala. So, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but yeah. I was getting a lot with this and a lot about the past. So again, I feel like there's something here about the past. And I feel like it's not even fun for you at this point. Because again, it's like, it seems, again, there's always something in the way, which speaks of like blocks, right? And then it feels like I'm only going backwards. So again, I feel like you could be talking to someone from the past. And I don't know how confident you feel about this. There's a certain... there's a certain vibe you get when you're dealing with someone from the past, right? Like a lot of people are like, I don't deal with people from the past. And a lot of people are like, I wish I didn't have to deal with people from the past. But that's like what keeps coming up. And that's what I feel like is going on, Gemini. It's like, it doesn't matter how much you look forward to the future. It always feels like, again, I keep getting it. There's always something in the way. And it feels like I only go backwards. So I feel like there might be people hitting you up from the past. Again, we are in Venus retrograde. So I feel like that's expected. But I feel like you're emotionally attached to what is looking for you. So it's hard for you to move forward when people from the past that you're attached to keep coming back and keep showing up. And I don't know if you have already made your peace with this person and you've accepted it and you're not trying to kind of be with this person, or if like this person is trying to convince you to get into a higher level of commitment. But with let it blossom, which is the first thing that I heard, I feel like you should just let things play out, right? And not block anything, because I feel like there's a massive like awakening going on. I keep getting that, and I don't know if the person that you're connected to is awakening, so it would be really interesting if they were, because then I feel like maybe there's a reason, right, that there's that you're always going, like, looking back, right? Like, maybe there's a reason. Maybe this person's actually going to be doing better, and there's going to be more that you guys can actually, like, have in common and, communicate about. But, I mean, I don't know. It's really dependent on this person and what they're doing. I feel like you're kind of done with this person, but at the same time, like, they keep reaching out to you. So I don't think you're, like, going to block them. I think, again, it's just, like, let it blossom. Like, I think you just have to let things play out, to be honest. So, yeah, Gemini, that's what I'm getting. In matters of love, like, let things play out. I feel like a lot of people from the past might be reaching out to you. Again, it's Venus retrograde. That makes a lot of sense. I don't feel like you should block anyone. I just feel like people, again, are awakening, and they're probably going to reach out to you, because I feel like they understand that you would understand what they're going through. And I feel like these people won't even necessarily tell you what they're going through. I just feel like they're going to want to talk to you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're reaching out to you because I feel like they know that you would... I mean, maybe you've just always been there, like maybe you're a rock to people, and I feel like you're maybe tired of that, again, because it's like you're always going backwards because people are always like hitting you up. But I feel like there's a reason that there's a particular person hitting you up, to be really honest, especially with the otters. Again, I feel like this person might have woke up, to be honest. So let's see. So Gemini, it's so interesting because one, this person can be younger than you. Doesn't necessarily have to be. I feel like I'm talking to a feminine about a masculine energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be either. Like, choose your energy. We have the Queen of Earth here, who I feel like is you, Gemini. And I feel like you are very stable at this point. And it doesn't necessarily have to be monetarily wise. It's just the fact that, like, you know, you don't, you know what I mean? Like, it has nothing to do with like how much money you have. It's just the fact that you're stable right now. Like, you've healed, you've done work on yourself, you've moved forward, right, in your life. You've been trying to move forward. And I feel like because of that confidence that you're exuding, right, even if you might not feel very confident, you're exuding some sort of confidence right now. And people are seeing that. And again, I feel like in this Venus retrograde area, the person reaching out to you, again, we have the Youth card. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that they're younger than you. It could just be the fact that you think they're very immature, right? And I feel like you think they're immature because they were in King of Wands, the Chariot in reverse, right? I feel like this is someone who hasn't displayed movement, who seems to be like on the same page over and over again, right? It's like you've given this person chance after chance, and it's just, it never works out. It's someone who maybe is just immature. It could be someone who's younger than you. Again, it doesn't necessarily matter if they're younger or not. But this person, you guys have had some sort of, missed opportunity, right? With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And I feel like this has led you to, again, I feel like it's not that you hate this person. It's not that you hate this person. But there is a very thin line between love and hate. And I feel like you, at one point, maybe were very mad at this person. Like, I feel like you were very upset with this person. I feel like they left you in a Five of Cups energy, right? Where there's things that have happened in the past between the two of you that have left you upset, right? Like the relationship didn't work out. This person maybe never showed up. They could have been someone who, I feel like with this vulture, the vulture leaves nothing on the carcass, right? Like, they're there to like to pick at the very bone of something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're the cleanup crew, basically. And I feel like with the vulture coming out, this person could have been like a little bit possessive. This person could have been like a little bit, no, it has to be my way, right? Because with the Emperor coming up in the Chariot, like, that's the Emperor, right? And the King of Wands in reverse. This could have been someone who's like very sexual, someone who's like, yeah, like, I really want to, like, let's get together, but nothing official. You know what I mean? Let's be together, but nothing official. You know what I mean? Like, let's spend some time together, but just for fun. You know what I mean? Like, nothing serious, right? And I guess that's where that immaturity comes from. It's the fact that they just want, they just want to take. There's nothing here about them giving anything out. It's someone who just wants to take and take and take. And I feel like with the Chariot in reverse, it's like the Emperor in reverse, right? And the Emperor in reverse is someone who is like, it has to be my way, right? And because of this, I feel like this new beginning couldn't happen because, like, they were sitting in such a bad energy. Like, let's be real. Like, this is not a good energy, especially coming up with the Youth. Usually I love the Youth, right? But coming up these two cards with the Youth just shows me that this person was so immature, right? It's like, oh, I'm not ready for commitment. I just want someone who's like here to spend the night. Do you know what I'm saying? And then I want you to leave in the morning. Like, it has to be my way. Like, I'm not ready for this, so too bad if you are, right? Like, there's no compromise here. And I feel like you have really suffered at the hands of this person. And it makes me sad, Gemini, because I see what they did to you and I see how they affected you. But the fact that you've been able to kind of stand on your 2 feet and move forward in your life in a really like abundant way, right? Like, you've created this abundance for yourself. It's like you went into a forest, prayed and cried and like sat alone, and the guides and spirits and like angels and everybody came. It's like, it's reminding me of Snow White, where, like, the animals come and help her, right? Like, she's crying in the forest and the animals, like, they console her, right? And that's kind of what I'm getting with this. It's like someone who's very abundant, maybe just in the spiritual world, like, maybe you don't have like a pot to piss in, but you're just very abundant. Like, there's an energy coming from you. And I feel like, again, this has a lot to do with, you're like, I keep thinking of Pentacle, and it's like, it's not about Pentacle. It's about the life that you're leading. Like, I feel like you're just being very pure and authentic to yourself at this time. And I think, again, this person has very much hurt you, and maybe not wanting a higher level of commitment, never like deciding to choose you, right? Always choosing themselves, a very selfish person. And I think, again, you've moved on from that and you've been able to recover in a very graceful way. And I see here that what's interesting with this Nine of Wands is like, it's someone who wants to give, right? And I feel like you've been manifesting a higher level of commitment where you want someone to give you as much as you give them, right? It's not like you don't want anything one-sided anymore. You want somebody who's going to be there and someone's going to show up. And again, like higher level of commitment, someone who wants to like basically marry you, someone who wants to, again, if you don't care about marriage, it's just the fact that like they're not going to leave, you know what I mean? They're not going to like just disappear tomorrow, right? Like somebody you can basically count on. And I feel like that's what you want, Gemini, because I see here with the Nine of Wands, like again, this is someone who's very giving as well as knowing how to receive. And if again, with the King of Wands in reverse, that's not somebody who gives anything, right? The Emperor in reverse, that's not somebody who gives anything away. It's like they just take and take and take and take. And maybe you've even felt like this person could be a narcissist, you know, or there's like something wrong with this person where like there's something broken in them, right? Where it's like, how could you treat someone that you care about in this way? But what I'm getting with this is like, I think maybe they were younger at the time or just very immature, right? Because with the Youth card, again, the Youth card is coming up upright. So I feel like, again, this is just something this person had to go through. It's an energy. I hate to say it like that. Like, I'm not trying to excuse this person. Maybe that's what you do a lot. You excuse them. But I feel like you've had enough of this person. Like, you're not really involved in this person's life and they're not involved in yours. And what's interesting here is like with the Youth upright, I do feel like, yes, they were immature, but it's like a phase that they had to grow from and something that they had to learn from, right? And maybe it's from losing you. Maybe it's from this never happening between the two of you that's causing like this person to kind of realize that, you know, that they did mess up. Do you know what I'm saying? And I hate to say that, but like the cards here are saying that I feel like what's interesting is like, it could be a new person coming after this person has kind of failed you, right? But what's interesting is like, yeah, what's interesting is like, I was like, well, is this a new person or is this not a new person? And they're saying this Ace of Cups is with someone that you had this missed opportunity with, right? And who did you have this missed opportunity with, right? We're talking about this person, the Vulture, right? And they literally just answered the question, like, who is this with? This is 100% about a past person. This is 100% about this person from the past. Like, it's not, I honestly don't feel like it's a new person. And that's what's interesting. Like, I wanted it to be a new person because we have the Ace of Cups out here twice. And the counselor is here to tell you that there's this new opportunity in love. So, you know, an Ace of Cups, new opportunity, you would think that it's a new opportunity with a new person. But they're saying, and they're like reiterating that no, it's with this person who you had this missed opportunity with. It's with this person that, you know, failed to recognize, they failed to recognize like something that was divine. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when an Ace is in reverse, it's like you fail to recognize what the divine is handing you. Like someone's literally handing you something and you don't even see it. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like this person was very immature. This person was like maybe just only thinking about themselves. They were very selfish. Again, I feel like they were non-committal. They wanted someone who like they could just have a good time with. And they were very stubborn in their ways. And like they didn't compromise. They didn't give you anything in return. Like they just honestly like someone you wouldn't want to deal with again. So it's interesting that the divine is here saying that, like they, with the counselor and the Ace of Cups, they're saying that there's a new opportunity. And I feel like they're telling you that this new opportunity is with this person. Like this person is going to return. And what's interesting about this is that this person is returning differently, right? Like I feel like you think that this person is going to be the same, where you're gonna be stuck in time, right? Like you feel like you're always going backwards. You're just stuck in time, right? Like the tower falls again and again and again. And it's like, how many times do I have to learn the same lesson? How many times do I have to be with someone who doesn't want to sacrifice anything for me? But they're coming up as the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is interesting because the Knight of Cups is someone who does sacrifice, right? They do, like, it's interesting. Like these two cards talk a lot about sacrifice, right? Both stories. The Knight of Cups, this is a story, I think it's an Inuit story of someone who sacrifices their life to save the village. And in this story, it's someone who sacrifices their life. It's an Aztec myth where someone, they have to both sacrifice their lives and someone chickens out, right? And someone doesn't want to do it, right? So we have the ultimate like sacrificing person and we have someone who's too selfish to sacrifice themselves and runs away, right? And I feel like you're seeing them here, like in the past energy, but they're coming up here as a Knight of Cups, right? And you feel like this is a door that keeps going. Again, it feels like I only go backwards. There's always something in the way, right? And what I'm getting with this is like, let it blossom. Like, that's what I'm getting with this card. It's like, let it blossom. Remember the first thing I heard was like, let it blossom. I think this person can do better. Like, I honestly do. I don't think that this person is perfect by any means, but I do think like the divine is trying to tell you that, I know this person might have broken your trust, or this person might have hurt you in some sort of way where you feel like, again, it's better to just move forward. But with all these Ace of Cups coming up, and them telling me about someone who's like at one point was not willing to sacrifice and now wants to sacrifice themselves, and they're sitting in like 8 of Cups energy, right? Like there's a lot of cup energy coming from this person. Again, you feel like this is a door that just goes in circles, but what I'm getting with this is like, with the Faith card, I feel like the divine has a plan here, and I feel like, again, it's not something that you understand, because again, this person, I mean, let's be honest, they were really shitty. Like, they were a jerk. Like, they were a jerk for sure. And I feel like they made you cry. They put you through a lot of pain. And you do have a lot of emotions for them, but you know yourself well enough to know that you deserve more, right? Like, you're manifesting a higher level of commitment, and you just don't see someone who's non-committal in the past to want to be committed now. But what I'm getting with this is like, where there wasn't a missed opportunity, new love is coming in. And what's interesting is I feel like this new love is with this person. And it was someone who learned their lesson. Like, they weren't willing to sacrifice in the past, and now they are. Yeah. I feel like the Otter Spirit is trying to say, like, maybe you don't know it, but this person is, I'm telling you, maybe this person has had some sort of awakening, because everyone in the collective, there's a lot of people that are, and especially like masculine energies. And I feel like it's interesting because I don't think you ever saw this person awakening. I think you've kind of always thought that this person was going to stay in this energy forever, right? It's like they never learn, right? They never learn. And it's like, maybe you've left before and you're just like, they don't learn. But I just feel like someone who's just very immature with the Youth card. Like, maybe they're younger, or just someone who's very mature. Like, they could be older and just very immature, you know? And it takes everybody their own time to learn a lesson. Again, I don't want anyone to like go into a relationship. I mean, this seemed toxic in the past. It did seem toxic. So I don't want anyone to go into a toxic relationship now. But with the energy that the cards are saying, like the counselor coming up with the Ace of Cups, I think this person will surprise you. Like, I think they will. And I'm just like, let it blossom. Like, I think, I think that you're meant to go in this direction with this person, and I don't know why, but again, with the Otters, it kind of seems like there's a contract here. And again, maybe you've helped this person awaken, and it's not your responsibility to have to do anything for this person. You know what I mean? Like, it's not your responsibility to teach them anything. Like, they should come into a partnership, you know, knowing how to act. And this person obviously didn't know how to act in the past. And I feel like they will show you a different side to them now, right? Like, they're coming up differently, right? As a Knight of Cups, like, I actually do like this card. They're coming up differently. So yeah, Gemini, it's really up to you. Oh, let's see if there's any Divine Feminines. So, Gemini, you guys got Lala, the saint of spoken words. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I'm the author of my own story. I'm like, what do you want to say, Lala, here? Because this has a lot to do with writing and speaking, and like the way that you speak about yourself. And there's no sword energy here. I don't even think we have one sword out. So it's so weird that we're getting like a sword energy right now. We literally only have the Two of Swords, which was someone who I feel like was indecisive and couldn't make a decision in the past. So it's interesting that we have like coming out sword energy. I'm like, why, Lala? And I feel like she said like don't underestimate the power of the divine, right? I feel like it has a lot to do with this Faith card. Even the colors, I feel like on the top are similar. It's like you can't underestimate the power of the divine, right? And like the way that they can help, I want to say even change a person, right? And I know it's interesting because it's like, you know, you hear a lot like people don't change, you know, people don't change, but like I keep hearing what she said, which is like don't underestimate the power of the divine. And I feel like she's saying not to underestimate the power that you have. Like I feel like you prayed a lot, you know, while you were crying. I feel like you prayed, or you asked for help a lot, and she's like saying you received what you asked for. And that's funny because you asked for a higher level of commitment, but I just don't know if you ever asked for it to be with this person, you know? Like you never maybe even expected it to be from this person. And I feel like with faith, they're saying that, again, don't underestimate the divine. And don't underestimate the power that you had when you prayed. You know, you prayed while you were crying for help. You asked for help. You wanted to manifest a higher level of commitment. And I feel like they're going to offer it to you, but you're going to be confused about taking it because, again, of who it's with. So, again, be careful. But don't be surprised if this person does come differently. So yeah, Gemini, that's what I'm getting today. I love you guys. I hope this reading resonates, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.